Hey guys, Michael here with OK Let Me Review It, and today I am reviewing the Bauer 18-inch studio ring light, and this is like amazing. Like, some of the specifications on here, and I'm just gonna read this directly off the back here. It's 18 inches with a 416 piece bead. So like the LEDs, there's 416 LEDs. Temperature goes from 3000 Kelvin to 6200 Kelvin. Power wattage is 50 watts. Touch sensor controls, 2 USB chargers. The power supply is a the power supply is a 12 volt, 6 amp. It has 7 cold shoe mounts and a 180 degree rotating ring head. So this thing is like a step down from the professional guys. This is almost professional. This is like that pro-am, like pro-amateur. In this box, it has the 18-inch light ring, an 80-inch tripod, the power supply, phone holders with pivot mount, wireless shutter remote, and carrying bag. And so I'll try to get this all on camera here. But yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff. So here's everything that it comes with here, right here. And it says for use with most smartphones. So let's open this up and see what we have going on here, shall we? I'm not going to be able to do it directly on camera just because of the size of the box, but I'm going to open it up off camera and then lift it up and show you as I have each one of the pieces. Got to get my trusty razor blade knife here. Actually a Christmas gift from my niece, who knows that I do blogging and vlogging and stuff like that, so I'm really excited because I don't have an 18-inch ring light. I only have, I have like 4 6-inches. This one that I'm using right here, that's a 10-inch. I have a 20-inch that I made, but I'm really excited. Okay, so straight out of the bag is the bag with the ring light in it. Let's see what's down here at the very bottom. This is probably the power supply or the... Ow! I don't see anything else down there, so I'm just gonna toss that off to the side. Okay, this is the tripod. And what happened is it like fell down and like jammed my nail, so that was my own fault. Nothing on the packaging or whatever. Yeah, nothing in there. And here is the tripod. So first initial thought of the tripod is it's all metal. There's some rubber shoes here, but I don't understand why it folds up like, with the legs up like that. Oh, okay, so it has this pivot thing here. So you can actually have it straight out like that for a floor, or you can have it straight up and down like a regular tripod. That's pretty nifty. And then there's this tightening nut right here, so we're just going to tighten that into place and leave it at the very tallest here. Now the legs do not adjust. All the adjustment comes from the center tripod, and you have one, 2, 3 locking rings. So there's the first one. You'd screw it into place. These little bolts, these are plastic. And then, so if you were standing up and doing anything and you needed it directly in your face, perfect height. I'm 6'3", and this would be perfect. So we're just going to drop this back down and drop this portion down here. So we're just gonna leave it right about there. Okay, so so yeah, this actually telescopes into several different pieces here, with this being the tallest part that comes out. Okay, now there's this little screw right here. Okay, so this plastic cap actually screws over the thread mount. So let's get the ring out and actually take a look at it. And this is just a zip-up canvas bag. Feels really decent. It has a nice long strap on it, a long adjustable strap, or it has two handles here on the sides. Okay, and here is the ring itself. This thing is freaking gorgeous. Also in the bag was some instructions and the power supply. So it says that it had a few camera mounts. So on here I see that there's one cold shoe and then 3 down here. Okay. It also said something about having an adjustable ball head, so that must be down here still. Let's go ahead and get everything out of the bottom here. Looks like I got everything. So, the instruction manual. I particularly don't care for utilizing the instructions unless I absolutely have to. I like to try to put everything together intuitively first and foremost, and then go from there. Okay, I am absolutely in love with that remote control. Look at that thing. That is sexy. It has on, off, auxiliary, brightness, and selector. That's way awesome. Oh, and it comes with a secondary remote for triggering your camera. Yeah, so that's for triggering your phone. That's cool. So you actually get 2 remotes, one for your phone and one for controlling the what do you call it? The light. Sorry. Okay. So unless I'm not seeing it, it looks like the ball mount is missing. Unless that's what this thing here is, but I don't see how it connects into this. So we're gonna have to take a look. we're gonna have to refer to the instructions because I don't see how that screws into place. Because there's no threading mechanism here. And if I have to, I just so happen to have another ball mount that came from a different project. Actually, I think it's the ball mount for the light that I'm using right now. But, like I said, we'll see. I don't look at the instructions unless I absolutely have to, and I'm at that absolutely have to. Okay, so this doesn't even show that it comes with this remote here. So I have no idea what the heck this remote's for. It only talks about this remote. Interesting. Oh, it helps if I read the English side and not the French side. So, installation. The legs to the studio should be open and extended. Attach the flexible stand. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, I guess it just kind of sits on there, and then you clamp it down, which does not seem very secure, but we'll see how it works. Okay, so that goes there. Something may be missing here. Because there's nothing for that to actually clamp into. Yeah, it says that there's... So on the box here, it talks about the 180 degree rotating head. Unless they're just talking like up and down, not side to side. But I still don't see how this plugs directly into everything. I don't see it, folks. I just don't see it. And there is no screw mount in there. That's a little bit more stable. Drop this down. Lock that into place. Drop that down. Go. Okay. So it was just my own user error. I had to finish bolting or threading this screw right here through the housing, so that's where I was getting mixed up at. And okay, so it does tilt forward and backwards or whatever have you. Okay, so we are going to try to line that up. Okay, on the back here you see the power rating and then the 2 USB inputs and the actual power adapter goes right there. You can see the shoes here a little bit more, and then the shoe up here. So this is kind of exciting because I just happen to have 2 extra shoes, or 2 extra phone mounts. But I am only going to use the one for right now. I do believe this is the one that came with it, so I'll call it good for now. Go ahead and lock that into place. Around so that I can see what I'm doing in life here. Okay, now I'm going to take my iPhone and connect it over here. That was my phone being disconnected from the computer. Okay, now I am going to see about possibly getting some batteries into this remote, because this big black remote, even though it doesn't say anything about being part of this whole hoopla and this whole setup, I'm going to see if it works and if it was just like one of those happy accidents. So let's see. I'm going to put the power cord together, and I'm sorry that this is taking so long, but you know, I do thorough investigations and making sure that the products do exactly what they say they do. And this power adapter is pretty hefty. Kind of reminds me of a computer plug. So here we are here with the adapter. And get this side undone. And I think I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree and get like a little makeup bag or something, especially for this. So then that way it's not just rummaging around in the bag and smacking into the whole thing as I have it set up. Or once I have it taken apart, not set up. Taken apart and set in the bag. Okay. Plugging it back here. The life of a product tester, I tell you guys. Wow. Holy hell, that's bright. I was not expecting it to come on so soon. So that's on its lowest, I think. Yeah. So that's awesome. Like I said, I was not expecting it to pop on real fast like that. So this little black remote, this one here, the mystery remote, requires 2 AAA batteries. So I always try to keep a box of batteries on my desk because more often than not, you always have to add batteries to these things. And okay, what am I doing wrong here? Okay, positive to negative. Put all this super glue together. Oh, okay, we work. So, basic on-off function. For this part of the video, I'm going to switch over to the camera on here, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now we are on the iPhone camera. So here's, and I'm going to shut this other ring light off. So get that shut off. Okay. Now this is it on its lowest feature. Good Lord. Okay, that's at its brightest, and this hurts to look at. Like, this fills up a lot of space. Oh my gosh, it's making my eyes water. Wow. So that's at its brightest. Okay, so now we are going to toggle through the different selections here. Okay, that is... I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me put my glasses back on. Okay, here's the... So there's the yellow. Wow. Okay, so the touch on the light itself is rather strange. You kind of like have to make these circular motions. Wow. Okay. Okay, so on the remote here, the CT, that changes the colors on the light itself. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Wow. So yeah, this thing does get extremely bright, as you can tell. Unfortunately, though, I don't see any instructions for this black remote, so I have no idea what it does. And it doesn't show the black remote in here anywhere. It just shows the little clicker remote. So I have no idea where the hell this came from, but I'm glad that it works. It's just not very intuitive, and there's no real like anything to show you what to do with it. So I don't know, but I am in love with this light already. I can see that I'm going to be using it quite a bit. And you know, if I needed filler light or just extra bright studio light, this is going to be freaking amazing. So I'm gonna switch back over to the other recording and we'll go from there. Okay, now we're back on my regular recording, and there's a huge difference between this light and this big light right here. Like, I used to think this light was super bright until I met this bad boy. So I'm going to give the Bauer 18-inch ring light 4.5 out of 5 stars. Now, the reason I'm giving it the 4.4 or 4.5 out of 5 stars is, one, because it's not very intuitive when it comes to like getting it to like connect to the stand, and the buttons on the light itself are not what you would expect, and they're a little bit difficult to use. The other aspect of it is, nowhere on the box does it say it comes with this remote, so I'm not sure if this comes with all of them or not, but this remote is very difficult to use. It's not intuitive at all. Sometimes the up and down makes the lights actually increase or decrease. Sometimes it's side to side. No idea what that middle button is. You would assume that that middle button is to change the different selections, but it's not. You have your selection button here, and then sometimes the C plus and minus here make you go up and down. The auxiliary, I'm assuming, is for the USB ports. But you know what? Above and beyond that, I am happy with this. I just realized that they gave me 2 different button remotes. So I have 3 remotes in this box. So I have no clue what the heck is going on here. Unless, yeah, this one has for your Android and iOS, and then this one just says camera. So I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I really don't. All 3 of these are very confusing, and nowhere does it say that it has 3. On the box itself, it shows this little dude. So I have no idea where these 2 others come from. Yeah, on the box right here, you can see it shows this one with the 2 buttons on it. I just don't know. And I know that I haven't like reviewed the buttons themselves, because that requires pairing them to your camera and all that other stuff. I'm just not going to do that. I'm sorry. That's one thing well, you know what? We're 30 minutes into this already, so let's go ahead and do this. I wasn't going to, but you know what? That's an unfair associate. So let's see if... Okay, so it does come with a big button battery. It's a CR2032, which is good because... Oh, this is a CR2025. Oh, of course you would have to be the one that I don't have extra of. Okay, well, let's see what we got going on here. So on this one that says just camera, there's an on-off switch here. Okay, so it's blinking, so I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to pair it with this over here. So give me just a second to try to... Shutter. Pairing took too long. Make sure AB shutter is turned on and ready to pair. It's ready to pair. So on my iPhone here, it's coming up as AB Shutter 3. So and you see that it's in the fast blinking mode here, but it just does not. So I'm having a little bit of a difficulty. Okay. So let's head on over here to the instructions to see if there's anything that talks about how to pair this little remote. Shutter instructions front back. Step 1, pairing. Turn on the power device located at the side of the remote. The indicator flashes AB Shutter 3 will enter into power mode. Turning on your smartphone and searching AB device. Once AB Shutter is selected, it should automatically set up in 3 seconds. Everything that I was trying to do. So I'm going to shut it back off. Go to OK. Turn it back on, click on AB Shutter. Okay, so you have to do it that quickly. You have to turn it on, be in your Bluetooth settings, hit AB Shutter, and bam, and we are now connected. Okay, when you're not in the camera, it just turns your volume down, up and down. Or in this case, it just turned my volume down. So let's get into the camera. We're going to flip it, and hey. So I don't know if you heard the little or whatever, but it is taking the picture. Okay, so we got one remote. So let's get back into the pairing devices here. I'm gonna forget this device. Forget device. All that work, and I'm now forgetting the device. Okay, so we're going. Whew, that smells really horrid chemical smell. So here's the other little shutter, and I'm gonna try to pair this one real fast. Showing up on my Bluetooth devices over here. So I'm going to shut my Bluetooth off and turn it back on and see if that helps. Okay, so it instantly showed up as AB Shutter 3. So both of these devices are coming up as AB Shutter 3. Now we have Camera 360 iOS and then Android. So I'm gonna click the iOS and see what happens. Okay, nothing seems to be happening. Okay, the volume up and down is going up and down when I'm in the settings. Let's head over to camera again, and I'm going to push the Camera 360. Right now it's using the back-facing camera, and I don't know if I can actually get this on the screen or not. I should be trying to do that, I guess, shouldn't I? Ah, we're falling. Let's not fall. So bear with me here, guys. So that takes a picture. So the top and the bottom take pictures. So I honestly don't understand what the whole hoopla is about this. Let's go into video mode. Okay, so it works as a video clicker. So I don't really know, guys. I don't see... I mean, I guess it's great if you're standing a way back and you need a quick... I'm going to do this back on me here. So this is going to work if you're standing back and you want to start and stop your videos, but you have to make sure that you're already in the right setting and all that other stuff. So I guess they're good. So this came with 3 different remotes. Again, I don't know if it's supposed to. On the box it only says that it has the one, so I'm really thankful that someone messed up and gave me these 2 extra remotes, because I do product review on my iPhone, and I do product reviews using my Samsung, and so now having those extra clickers plus the remote for the big ring light here, I'm really happy. But I'm still only giving it a 4 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5 stars, just because it's not as intuitive as you would expect it to be or you would hope it to be. So again, this is the review for the Bauer 18-inch studio ring light. And yeah, I will leave a link to this in the product description down below. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. If you have a product that you would like for me to test out, shoot me an email, okayletmereview it @gmail.com. Head on over to the blog okayletmereview it.blogspot.com to see all the products that I don't do videos for. And until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.